50, Newton. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. 20. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoopful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Number 11.
Marvin Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. This is intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Nick Foles ready for the next drive, leads out the Bears. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The running back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. It's Patterson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Toss play to the running back.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a gain of 7, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Patterson on the carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Taken down.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Foles. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Chicago! Jimmy Graham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
For Chicago.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, Newton. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The tackle
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 22-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he'll find Hall. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
No gain on the
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 44 is the line. 44 is the line. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
It's complete to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
44, Mike, 44.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jamie Collins getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This from 42 yards out.
2-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20 to 10.
Lions 20.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Newton. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Patterson on the draw play. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on second down. Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Johnson.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Eddie Goldman on the tackle, a huge man, hard to move out of the way. He's in his 6th year with the Bears out of Florida State.
After the run, Newton going to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jamie Collins. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try.
See what you got. Check 13. Check 13. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak develop. Trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now this one complete on the slant route. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to find Graham, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Foles throwing complete to Miller. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Jamie Collins in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Foles on target with that one to Graham.
Foles pass.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Brings up the third.
And he finds Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And he'll bang that one through. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
The kickoff for Chicago.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
20! Complete to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense.
A throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Newton's pass.
Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
10 at the 25-yard line.
57.
Here's Foles. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Foles. And that is incomplete.
Foles pass.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Jones has it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards that time.
25 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
He'll get this one to Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And give him a gain of 37.
At the 6-yard
Boy,
line.
another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
57, Mike, 57.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Foles pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
57 for Mike.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. They put up their goal at the beginning of the